Here we go.
So Anaheim will get the first possession. Here's Duncan. Williamson with the block.
Plenty of muscle on the block. Zion loved knocking that one away.
Outside Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Three-pointer. Kept alive. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. Can't cash in from close range. To the middle. A shot by Duncan. Nobody around. Sinks the three-pointer.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
We love young Scotty Barnes. He can shoot, he can defend, and he can really pass. Brent, he seems like the ideal wing.
Well, there's a lot of things there, Kevin, that are very good. And you don't become an all-star at that position without those kind of abilities. But the responsibility of playing winning basketball consistently, let's see how that plays out for Scotty moving forward.
A tremendous scorer with the ball in his hands. Duncan, just too much for the D to handle.
Anaheim shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And so Duncan hits them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
No good from Duncan.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Back to Curry. There's a screen by Robinson. Tries it from the top of the key. Good. Curry's got 7 points.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Barnes. No good, unable to end this run. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Now here's Curry. He's got 7, just 4 to shoot. From the arc, it's rebounded by Cincinnati. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Lynn looking it over. Nobody near Barnes. The basket good off the assist from Lynn.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
They get it back. Outside Roy. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Duncan. The kick out to Barnes. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does. And Duncan throws it down hard.
And that's a slam dunk from the big fundamental. You don't want to get in the way when he's throwing it down.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Anaheim. Duncan in the corner. Back to Curry. Great D that time from Duncan.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Now Williamson. Shot clock at 5. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. And it's in there.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cincinnati ahead. They lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen from Cincinnati, guys, what are you seeing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Cincinnati leading by 3. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Cincinnati.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Here's Williamson. Stolen by Duncan. Fast break Anaheim. Here's Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Julius Erving.
And it's the size and mobility of Towns that makes it so hard to deal with, especially when he's looking to score.
Cincinnati leading by 3. And out of bounds as Anaheim gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Reeves. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Williamson. And there's the call on Roy. That's his first foul. Past the wall. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And Zion Williamson gets the 3. Williamson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Zion showing he can get the hands moving too. Quick release on that bucket. Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Here's Roy. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
Pass to Barrett. Roy from outside. And another miss by Anaheim. Cincinnati leading by 6. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game. A minute 50 left in the second quarter. Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
Jackson hits both of them.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
That's tough. Tough finish. Steph's not just a great shooter, but really great numbers through the years as being an elite finisher. Yeah, it looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
The 15-footer. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Curry is inside. Here's Duncan. Back to Curry. Shot from 12. Again, Curry missing.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Jackson. Duncan with the block. And it's out of bounds to Cincinnati. They'll retain possession. Both teams will make substitutions. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's Roy on the wing. Outside for Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he sinks the second. Duncan outside. Stolen by Robinson. And so it's Cincinnati heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here is Lynn. No scoring in this one. Out to the right wing. From downtown. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Lynn's got the lead up to 10 now for Cincinnati.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
Elbow shot. Outside for Curry. Offline with his 3. Cincinnati leading by 10. Lynn with it. He's picked up by Roy. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for Cincinnati.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander drops in the tray. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Outside Curry. Nice take from Curry. Duncan with the block.
That's an awesome defensive display by Duncan there, coming up with the block and aggressively sending that one back.
Barnes outside. His three-pointers off the mark. Anaheim trails by 14. It's Roy on the wing. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. When Zion came into the NBA, Brent, he was seen as a defensive liability. But, boy, has he made strides on that end of the floor.
Well, Kevin, consistency of being on the floor can help you with your offense, but we don't often talk about the learnings that come with being on the floor often defensively, making reads, understanding your opponents better. And I think Zion has suffered from those injuries taking away his opportunities to become a better defender. We're seeing that improvement now. SGA from way out there, knocking down the three.
Here's Curry. That one misses. Nice D from Duncan. It's been an eventful run for Zion Williamson, right, Brent, to say the least, since going first overall in the 2019 draft.
And, man, Kevin, you just are hoping for the simplest of things, and that is health, because when Zion is healthy, so is this team in ways that other teams fear because of how dominant he can be. This is a special talent. We just want to see more and more of it.
Cincinnati again missing. Anaheim trails by 18. Roy with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Roy. Outside Curry. Pass to Robinson. It's stolen by Duncan. Now Cincinnati moving it up. There's Lynn with the three. Offensive rebound from past the arc. Cincinnati again missing. Here's Roy. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Cincinnati leading by 18. Fires the three. No good from Duncan. Onside, Barrett. On its way from Curry for two. Barnes grabs the miss.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Takes a three. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Steph Curry is a brilliant offensive basketball player. The D backs up, and he just shoots that one off the dribble. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
On the wing, Brandon Roy. No good with the triple. Now Cincinnati moving it up. Here's Lynn. And again, it's Tim Duncan. 14 points for Duncan.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Cincinnati ahead as they end the third quarter with an energy burst, a 19-5 run. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Anaheim trails by 21. And it's Wade with the jam.
And there's the slam by Wade. Such a remarkable athlete.
To the inside. And the dunk by Williamson.
You try to find other ways to talk about Zion's leaping ability. How about timing? Showing it there.
And he dunks it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. The kick out to Wall. The tray. Drills the three-pointer. Wall's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, I mean, from three. Wall looking relaxed out there, and one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. Williamson with it. Guarded now by Duncan. Lin from long range. Anaheim grabs the miss. Here's Curry with the three. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Cincinnati leading by 22. And the dunk by Williamson.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Pass to Roy. Stolen by Brunson. To the paint. Stolen by Duncan. Curry with a wide open look. And another miss by Anaheim.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. And some changes here for Anaheim. Here's Wade. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Stoudemire.
And Wade doesn't back down from anyone. Forces defenders to be compromised.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Towns with the steal. Hill inside. And Hill throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Cincinnati.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Free throw good, Curry.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Cincinnati leading by 17. And here's Brunson. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Robinson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Pass to Duncan. Back to Curry. Robinson on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And Stephen Curry gets the three. Curry's got 10 points in just the second half.
Oh, great pass from Robinson, scanning the floor there and spotting the open teammate.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. That sends Jalen Brunson to the free throw line. They get Stephen Curry. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
There's a screen by Robinson. The shot by Curry, no good. And KD's got the ball here for Cincinnati. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Second shot opportunity. Stoudemire, no good. And it's Anaheim with the ball. 19-point game. Roy from outside. Good on the triple. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds as Anaheim gains possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Anaheim. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Wade. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Roy, that's a two-pointer. And he can't jam it through. Stolen by Jackson. So we see Cincinnati get the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and Dave.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. And here's Anaheim now. To the middle. Here's Towns. Brunson with the block. Here we go. Williamson misses.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
On target from range.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
Right side Curry. And Curry throws it down.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Duncan. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's Curry for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Curry's got 5.
You cannot give Curry an inch. This guy is relentless when he's behind the arc.
Inside. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Smith right side. And stolen by Edwards.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Deflects the pass. They're running. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. Anaheim making a switch here. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Pass to Brunson. George outside. Here's Şengün. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Pass to Towns. On the attack, Curry. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Tatum.
Well, Steph Curry continues to put pressure on the defense, just getting to the line at will.
And he's good on the second. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Williamson. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Outstanding anticipation from Cat right there. He sends that thing back to another zip code. Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Now here's Towns. And stolen by Leonard. Oh, deflected. The 3 from Curry. Orlando with the rebound. Edwards with it. Picked up by Reeves. Back to Edwards. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Edwards. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands. You let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Outside Reeves. The 3 is up. Tatum pulls it in.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. You can't allow any space.
Williamson right side. A leaner. Tatum can't hit. Curry looking it over. Drives to the hoop. Count that bucket. Curry's got 8.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Orlando ahead. They lead by 3. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Got to give them credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
And they're on the run. There's Tatum with the 3. The rebound by Malone. Anaheim on offense. It's a 3-point game. From downtown, Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Ball looks over the floor. Back to George. Second chance shot. And there's a nice layup by Robinson. Robinson's got his first 2 points.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Timeout called. Anaheim. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Outside Reeves. Ball with it. Picked up by Reeves. And here's Edwards outside. Kept alive. Ball outside. Outside Tatum. 5 on the clock. Pass to Duncan. Fader on the way. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't, you question the shot difficulty.
Outside Reeves. Here's Duncan. Over ball. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
There's Tatum with the three. Hits a three-pointer. Tatum's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Duncan. Ball with the rebound. Orlando leading by 6. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on R.J. Barrett.
Push the action a little bit. Paul George right now challenging defenders to stop him.
It's his first trip to the line, and he makes the first. George hits them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Outside Curry. Pass to Duncan. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Here's Orlando. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Back to Curry. They swipe it. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. Orlando leading by 8. Pass to Williamson. Here's Duncan. Outside Brunson. Out to the wing. With some arc. And the layup is up and in. Duncan's got 5 points.
The beauty of Jalen Brunson, you can play him at the 1 or the 2, but we know he's always going to put the pass on time and on target.
Anaheim shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And that one falls for Curry. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Duncan. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
These are his first free throws of the game. The first one falls. Good on both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Kicks it out Towns. Back to Curry. That'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Orlando ending the quarter up 10. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Orlando leading by 10. Pass to Williamson. Curry with the block.
The tremendous defensive effort from Stephen Curry. Believe me, his teammates will hear about that denial.
Towns gets the bucket.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Duncan. Beyond the arc. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And here's Curry for three. Oh, Curry making it look effortless.
The supreme confidence from Steph Curry to attempt that shot, let alone make it. Impossible to measure this guy's range.
Knocks it loose. George outside. Williamson outside. Launches it from deep. Orlando again missing.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Orlando calls timeout. Orlando leading by 3. Williamson for 3. Zion attacks from range.
Rarely do we see threes out of Williamson, but when we do, he hits at a decent clip.
Brunson with it. Now guarded by Curry. Here's the break. Here's Williamson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Orlando shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
And Curry's got the ball here for Anaheim. Trailing by 8. Pass to Odom. And, oh, he just slams it over Paul George.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
Good on the second one. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
And here's Anaheim now. It's a 5-point game. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Towns has got 5.
That to me is about Karl Anthony Towns carving out position on the interior. Such a pretty play.
Edwards, no good. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
And here's Curry for 3. Oh, Curry, just nasty from downtown.
Curry is in his bag. This guy has such a versatile offensive arsenal.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
On the wing, Curry. 18 points for him. Oh, George with a steal. Back to Tatum. Shakes him. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior. Yes, sir.
Anaheim shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And that one falls for Curry. And so Curry nails both of them. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Robinson. Blocked. They retain possession. Pass to Tatum. Here's George. That one rolls around and rims out. Anaheim on offense. Trailing by 2. Curry creates inside.
You see the quickness of Stephen Curry, keeping defenders off balance even in the painted area.
There's Ball with a 3. He buries it from 3. Ball's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. But if it goes, it's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Orlando ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Roy. Orlando with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Leonard finds some space. Great hustle, Leonard.
Now, Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
Pass to Duncan. High arcing shot. The shot won't fall. Orlando leading by 5. Tatum feeling it out a bit. And stolen by Reeves. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here they come. And here's Edwards outside. Pure from three-point range. And it's an 8-point Orlando lead. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Orlando.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
What about the defensive intensity they've had in this one? Jumping passing lanes, poking the ball away, just doing a great job creating chaos.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen in on the Anaheim's head coach talking to his team. And a big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
I'll tell you, it is a thing of beauty watching Steph Curry shoot jumpers in unbelievable feel and touch.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Smith with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Pass to Curry. And another 3 for Anaheim.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Here's Williamson. Oh, wow! Highlight dunk from Zion.
And Williamson explodes towards the rim when he sees a lane. And trust me, he is fearless.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Brunson. It's Brunson working inside.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's Curry. They set the pick. Pass to Duncan. Now Smith to tie it up. That one no good.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge. Not everyone has the green light to take that free in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Here's Williamson. And he powers it down right on Karl Anthony Towns. Wow.
I mean, he moves so well for a guy his size. Zion's ability to run and finish in transition is incredible.
Anaheim with another miss.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Curry, no good. Here's Orlando. Here's Duncan. The three-pointer off the mark. Timeout called. Anaheim. It's a race against time as they try to go on a run of their own.
Yeah, and right now the clock may be their biggest enemy.
I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
That one falls.
Yeah, I think that one closes the door on any chance of a comeback. Impressive performance.
To me, they just looked a step quicker out there. They certainly looked to want it more than their opponent.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within single digits. And so Reeves nails both of them. 35 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Williamson for three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
And that's an intentional foul. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
Timeout called. Anaheim. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
Now, it's an opportunity for a teaching moment. I'm sure Coach will waste no time making his points.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
And here's Reeves outside. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Here's Orlando. Pass to Williamson. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Oh, yes, sir. PJ making it look easy.
Shot is good by Reeves. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. From deep three-point range. Missed it. And so Orlando takes the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories.
Here we go.
So Anaheim will get the first possession. Outside Curry. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That is his first foul of the game. Holmgren with it. Left side Curry. And Thompson puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Now Curry, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. And he gets the bucket.
I mean, he is so lethal on the drive. Once Curry knifes inside, there's little you can do to stop him.
George with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Duncan, and Duncan throws it down.
Well, you want to stop Steph in the two-man game, but he's so smart. He'll.
That is a great finish!
Oh, my.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Here's Roy, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Pass to George. Read a screen. Baseline try. Anaheim grabs the miss. And stolen by Williamson. Pushing it up. A nice shot by Reed.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
It's Roy on the wing. Booker pulls it in. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. George with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Goes back up. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Anaheim leading by 3. It's Curry with the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Now here's Curry to the middle. Here's Duncan, and Duncan throws it down hard.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Here's George, and Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Here's Booker. And that one's on target from the wing.
And I love the confidence Booker has. He didn't even stop to think before letting that one go.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And the basket by Curry.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now, here's George. Read a screen. Puts up a deep three. Anaheim grabs the miss. Curry fires from way outside. And it's Anaheim with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the end. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Anaheim.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Brooklyn trails by 6. The drive by Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Wade left side. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Williamson. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And such a force moving around the paint. Zion goes where he wants.
Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill. It's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Here's Westbrook. Anaheim grabs the miss. Now Granger. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Pass to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. And it's Danny Granger with the 3. Granger's got the lead up to 7 now for Anaheim.
And we know Thompson can do damage as a scorer, but they're showing off his ability to pass it.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Brooklyn trails by 7. Here's Booker. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Brandon Roy.
And I love the total commitment from Booker against the foul. He doesn't just give up on the attempt.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Thompson outside. It's Clay off the drive. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Not just a shooter. Thompson more than capable of driving inside and attacking.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Westbrook. Over in the corner, Williamson takes a 3, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Williamson's got 7 points for the quarter.
And the rare 3 from Williamson. What a confidence booster that could be.
And that's out of bounds. Anaheim will retain possession. Westbrook with the steal. And here is Barnes. He has yet to score. No one near Curry as he lets it go. His 3-pointer's off the mark. The 3 from George. Anaheim grabs the miss.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Timeout called, Anaheim. Here's Wade. Pass to Holmgren. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Williamson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His 2nd year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster 3rd year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Wade just gone after his first step. So quick.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Pass to DeRozan. Now Granger. Back to DeRozan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on George.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
He's perfect from the line this time. 30 seconds left now here in the second. To the inside. Pass to Cunningham. George looking over the floor. And here's Reed. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Outside Curry. With 1 on the clock, it's not going to go for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Anaheim leads by only 2. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so Booker will bring it up for Brooklyn. A 2-point game. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. That's a 2 from Cunningham. And the rebound goes to Duncan. And it's Anaheim with the ball. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here's Curry. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Now here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
George, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Anaheim leading by 5. For the 3. Curry making it look so easy.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Basket good. George has got 6.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Duncan. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Duncan's got the lead up to 8 now for Anaheim.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
And here's Booker from the arc. Anaheim grabs the miss. Pass to Roy. Dives for it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Here's Williamson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Tim Duncan picks one up.
And you have to admire how hard Zion plays. It makes defenders nervous and forces them to overcommit.
So, Coach, thinking about Zion Williamson and his impact on the game, sometimes his playmaking can be overlooked a little bit.
Yeah, Kevin, this guy is really unselfish, and I think Zion actually relishes setting up teammates for shots more than he likes to score. He knows he's going to draw a lot of attention, and he creates shots for his team.
Just hearing you talk, I know you really like him, even personally, don't you? You love him as a player, but personally you like him.
Just a great person.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. .156 left in the third. For three, Booker. Devin Booker, three, right down the hatch.
No doubt Booker has tremendous confidence in that jumper. Feels like he can score from anywhere.
For the finish. And the dunk by Reed.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Curry outside. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Brooklyn trailing. Booker on the move. And a deep three from George. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And there's a whistle. That goes on Scotty Barnes. That is his first foul of the game. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Outside Roy. Curry on the wing. He's got 11. Here's Holmgren. Outside for Roy. Clock at 6. Curry in the lane.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shot on.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Westbrook. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Thompson left side. Thompson hammers it down.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. The shot by Curry, no good. Oh, and here we go. Cunningham heading to the hoop.
Oh, and that's how you run the floor. Cunningham attacking the defense with confidence.
Odom on the wing. Over Cunningham. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Anaheim. Screen by Duncan. Good D by Barnes.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Oh, that's a really good pass from Booker. Simply getting it to the open man.
Pass to Reeves. Roy from outside drills the three-pointer.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here. George with the ball. In the corner, Reed with it. And a miss there on the triple. Right side, Roy. Williamson with the block.
Boy, Williamson can get up, and he's got those long arms to boot.
A nice shot by Reed. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Anaheim's head coach talked to his team during that timeout. Now it's a close one, so coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
Thank you, David. And then Rodman with the dunk. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Mr. Williamson out to Maggette. Launches it. Good on the triple. Now it's a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Duncan. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Duncan's got 4 points this quarter.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge, even in the biggest of moments.
Maggette with it. Now Barnes. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And that one's good, Williamson.
Some young players tend to defer in big moments. Not Zion.
Here's Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good for Curry.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Outside, George. It's up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. George has got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants. That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Now it's a 6-point Brooklyn lead.
Oh, I love the move by Cunningham, coming up with a steal and then sending it up the court.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 5. Good on both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
And now we've got the intentional foul. .44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Cunningham for 3. Hands it from downtown. And Brooklyn leads by 7.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Pass to Cunningham. This one for 3. Oh, he gets the rebound. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with 2 ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well.
Here we go.
So the Lakers will get the first possession here. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander to the paint. And here's the fast break. Here's Smith. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Bull. Anaheim with the rebound. The 3 from Curry. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
LBA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league.
Here's George. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
You know, Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
On the wing, Curry. And a foul called on the way up, so he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Brent, you could hit the 3 back in your day, and no doubt Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
Now here's Williamson. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And here's Curry for 3. Hits the trifecta. Curry's got 5 points.
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that 3 off. Beautiful shot.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Now here's Curry. He's got 5.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. You can't allow any space.
And Zion absolutely rocking the rim.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Curry looking it over. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Curry. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Fast break. Here we go. Oh, nice.
Look at the bench.
Down.
I mean, the bench is going nuts. Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Holmgren. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane.
And Gilgeous-Alexander up there, so dynamic as a finisher.
From outside the arc. Knocks down the long J. Give him 8 points now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. The kick out. Curry hits the three-pointer.
Good strategy here from the coaching staff. Put the ball in Curry's hands and see what happens. Usually he ends up being pretty good.
Now here's Williamson. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
Revenge. Alexander coming right back for 3 of his own.
Up top, Curry. He's got 11. Pulls up, high post. And that one's long. In transition. Here's Williamson. Holmgren with the block. Pass to Edwards. Over Williamson. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's Los Angeles. They lead by... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Smith hits them both.
J.R. Smith is a straight gunner. He's just a guy who wants to shoot every time he touches the ball.
Here's Williamson. Oh, good look. And the 18-footer right on the mark. Bowles gotten his second bucket. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play.
Oh, a highlight jam by Zion. Wow.
Yeah, it looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
DeRozan with the ball. Guarded now by Bull. Smith outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Odom. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Here's Williamson.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Timeout called. Anaheim. Here's Wade. No points yet. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Are you surprised that Dwayne Wade is going to score that far in the paint? I'm not.
Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. SGA on the move.
There's a pretty good chance that he makes that shot, but Timmy slides over, puts his big mid up, and the shot comes off.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Smith. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. Los Angeles leading by 4. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Pass to Bowl. Kicks it to George. Clock at 4. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
What's the pick used for? It's used for separation, and Paul George got it there.
Wade misses.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to get.
Bro, what you play this game for? Waste my time, bro? Play the game, bro. I don't have time to play with you, bro. Playing around. It's Cg1464, bro. You gonna start playing with me? I'll really turn up on you, bro. Clown.
Give up the easy deuce there.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Granger. Great D that time from Williamson.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Outside Edwards. .52 seconds left in the second quarter. They get it back. Now Los Angeles with it. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Left side Bowl. From the arc. Here's George. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
I'm not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good. Anaheim making a switch here. George hits them both. 32 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Curry with it. He's picked up by Williamson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's a good effort from Curry, just jumping right into the key, not minding who's around, and getting the call.
Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Oh, got a piece of it. To the middle. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Love when PG's just aggressive in close, just punishing the rim that time.
And here's Curry for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Los Angeles ending the quarter up 10. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. And Curry's got the ball here for Anaheim. It's a 10-point game. To the right side. Now here's Holmgren. Edwards for three. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
George scanning the floor. Here's Bo. The shot won't fall. Great D that time from Holmgren. And here's Anaheim now. Tries again. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Los Angeles leading by 10. Kicks it out to Williamson. Three-pointer off the mark.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Back to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it. That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Timeout called. Anaheim. Both teams deciding to change it up. And here's Anaheim now. Down by 12. Brent, one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
Well, B.A., he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting to show for Zion.
Oh,
over the top.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
Amazing.
Man.
Wow. That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Here's Brunson. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
Oh, man. Brunson can do that?
Here's Curry. The kick out to Edwards. Here's Edwards cutting inside. It's tipped. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now.
Yeah, best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that dunk.
Holmgren. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Los Angeles shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Los Angeles leading by 17. Curry with a steal. For three, Smith knocks down the triple. Smith got 5.
That's Smith's go-to shot. Well, come to think of it, any shot is JR's go-to shot.
Here's Rodman. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
With all eyes on Steph when he has the ball, his teammates find openings, and he finds them.
They get it back. Second chance shot. And that one's good. Brunson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And that's where Brunson gets a lot of his baskets. He just thrives in the mid-range.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
And so it's Los Angeles up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressure. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Now Brunson. Reeves with the ball. Pass to Gobert. And rejected.
That's an awesome defensive display by Duncan there, coming up with the block and aggressively sending that one back.
Los Angeles leading by 14. Here's Gobert.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Lakers.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
So it's Los Angeles now. Outside Brunson. Down low. Here's Reed. And a strong finish with two hands.
And vision, such a key part of Brunson's game as the point.
Here's Edwards. Edwards so good inside.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And Gobert with the stuff.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And here's Anaheim now. 17-point game.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Rodman. And that one is stuffed right through.
Brunson with a great job of just the setup on that play.
And here's Curry. Banked it in off the glass.
And I absolutely love the attack mentality, even with the bigger defender on him.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
And that one misses. And here's Curry for three. From downtown. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
And he can score on you in bunches.
Yeah, use your timeouts, boy.
Lakers call timeout. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Los Angeles. They lead by 17. Puts up a three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a very, very good ball handler. And when he explodes at that size, creates problems.
Drops in the three.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Williamson for three. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Lakers lead by 20.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Jordan with it. He's picked up by Edwards. George left side. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan. And here's Anaheim now. Outside Curry. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Los Angeles with it. It's a 22-point lead, the most they've led by. And that one's good. Bold.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
He drops it from range. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Jordan. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the drive. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Gilgeous-Alexander has that length to be able to extend up to the rim.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Holmgren with it. Outside Curry. No good with the triple.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Here's George. Driving in. Got it.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analyst, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
And so here is Toronto. And here's Ball. Pass to Williamson. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
I mean, big-time finish from Jackson. He is a force out there. Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility. But I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Now here's Holmgren with the crossover. The big finish by Holmgren.
There aren't many 7-footers who can attack guys off the dribble as well as Holmgren. He'll make you pay if you're too aggressive. He sees the taller defender and he just gets more aggressive.
Pass to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
There's Ball with a three. About a minute played here so far in the first. Screen by Holmgren. Curry from deep three-point land. Kicks it to DeRozan. Three-pointer. And he buries his first look.
Get it off before the defense can respond. DeMar in the catch-and-shoot game.
Ball left side. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And Reeves has got the ball here for Anaheim. It's a three-point game. Stolen by Ball. Now Williamson. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And nice muscle from Williamson, accepting the hit and finding a way to finish.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker. And great awareness. Holmgren's so good at reading the movement of his teammates, a very heady passer for a big man.
The three from Ball. He drops it from range. Ball's got 5 now.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Wade. On the wing, Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And Ball will bring it up here for Toronto. Reverses. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. And here's Anaheim now. They trail by 1. Right side Curry. There's a screen. Pass to Duncan. 6 on the shot clock. Got a hand on it. Here's Jackson. Here's Roy. No good that time. Good work defensively by DeRozan. Here's Wade. He's covered by Reeves. Curry with it. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Wade, that's good.
Well, the gravity of Stephen Curry allows for him to find open teammates, and boy, does he relish the chance.
Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Left side Curry. Pass to Wade. Screen by Holmgren. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Yeah, you're going to have to try to foul him harder. Chet Holmgren wants to score through contact, getting stronger and stronger.
Here's a three from Paul. Connects from downtown.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
On the wing, Curry. He got it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. First quarter wrapping up here, and it's a tie game. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And for Anaheim, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Pass to Towns. The rebound by Stoudemire. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns, a 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
Williamson with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Oh, Zion! He can go through you.
Excellent work inside from Williamson. This is why he's so aggressive down there.
DeRozan a screen. Wade drives in. Blocked! To the middle. Here's what. Oh, Zion lowers the boom!
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And it's DeRozan missing. Toronto leading by 4. And it's slammed in by Paul.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt
why you
players
acting
with
like
some
that?
ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
They set the pick. Here's Reeves. Granger grabs the miss. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Outside Reeves. Pass to Duncan. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Duncan's got his second basket of the game. Toronto leading by 5. Inside. It's deflected. Here's Reeves. No points yet. On the wing, DeRozan. Oh, DeRozan sinks it through contact.
And DeRozan, just so crafty on those moves, slips right through the contact for the finish.
Here's Roy. Gets the 3 to fall. Roy's got his first 3 points of the game.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Pass to Duncan. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. Timeout called. Anaheim.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Toronto making a switch here. We've got 1:23 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Ball with the drive, and he makes it on the layup. Ball's got 7 points.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Here's Granger. The short one's on the money.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
They set the pick. Pass to Pippen. To the paint. 5 on the clock. Now here's Ball. Pippen, no good. Outside Edwards. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. It home.
Oh my goodness, the athleticism of Anthony Edwards on full display.
To the inside. Here's Duncan. Pass to Edwards. Here's Granger. Back to Edwards. Strong drive by Edwards. And Edwards slams it in. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Toronto out in front, up by 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And Curry's got the ball here for Anaheim. 2-point game. Pass to DeRozan. For the tie. And it's Holmgren missing. And here's the fast break. Here's Roy. Here's Pippen. Williamson looking around.
Physically, there's just no way to match up with Zion, especially now that he can go to the right hand.
Toronto shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That's good from Williamson. Williamson hits them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Well, this is what makes Steph Curry so difficult to defend, right? A sharp passer on top of everything else he brings in terms of his scoring ability.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Toronto shooting their fifth free throw of the game here. Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And so here is Toronto. The lead is 2. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Right side Curry. For the tie. Rebound Toronto. And they're on the break. Here's Rodman. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Curry. And rejected. And here's Reeves outside. On target from range. And now it's a 7-point Toronto lead.
Not everyone has the green light to take that free in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
They get it again. Right side Curry. Second chance shot. And he hits the jumper.
It's so quick, and Curry's so elusive. This is what makes him such a tough cover, folks.
Pass to Rodman. Left side Reeves. Baseline try. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
The shot by Reeves, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Toronto leading by 3. Pass to Stoudemire. Now here's Jackson. He's covered by Holmgren. Launches it from deep. And it's Jaren Jackson Jr. with the 3. Jackson's got 5.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
So both teams making some changes here. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Curry with it. Now Whiteside defending. Oh, Curry just weaving his way through traffic. Still knocks it in.
Curry understands how to take a hit, prepares for it, and makes the necessary adjustment.
Ball no good. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Anaheim. Trailing by 4. No good with the triple. They push it up 4 on 3. And Ball throws it down.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
And here's Curry for 3. And so it's Toronto leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They know Curry can go for 50, 60 any night. So they're forcing someone else to... Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Toronto leading by 6. Paul with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Right side Paul. Here's the 3. Outside Reeves. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. Pass to Granger. Here's Williamson. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Paul. The 3 ball. And Reeves pulls it down.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Oh, great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line to try to tack on one more. Here's Ball. Pass to Pippen. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Pippen's got his first 2 points. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Ideally, you want to chase Stephen Curry off the 3-point line, but folks, it is not as easy as you might think.
Jackson for 3. The rebound by Duncan.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Curry. On the wing, Reeves. Back to Curry. Clock at 6. Pass to Holmgren to tie it up. Here's Duncan. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
Let's prove it time. Fourth quarter. Don't get it done now. No more chances.
Anaheim on offense. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. To the wing on the left. Holmgren with it. He's picked up by Williamson. From deep, Reeves. And another 3 for Anaheim.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Stoudemire. No good with a layup.
Using his size to full advantage. He beats everyone to the ball.
Outside Curry. Pass to Duncan. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Anaheim.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
Back to ball. Here's Stoudemire. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Reeves. 4-3. Rebound by Stoudemire.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Left side Curry. On the wing, Reeves. And knocks down the three.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Ooh, knocks down the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Here's Curry, and he buries it.
Big sequence there, guys. Curry takes it upon himself to take and make the big bucket.
Here's Williamson. Curry with it. Guarded now by Ball. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Goes up from the top of the key. That one rolls around and rims out. And it's Williamson with the ball for Toronto. To the left side wing. And buries it from deep. Timeout called. Anaheim. What's the best strategy for them?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Duncan. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Get your ass out of here.
Greg Popovich has called timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game.
Get your ass out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Couldn't sink it, and we're going to overtime.
What?
Expires. We're going to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. Ball with it. From outside the arc. And Reeves pulls it down.
Can't shoot, bro.
And here's Curry. Pass to Holmgren. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
And we talk about the things that made Chet Holmgren an elite prospect. Mental toughness is near the top of the list.
And And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Out in front now, although he left 1 point on the board right there.
Ball no good. Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Pass to Duncan. Back to Curry. Here's Duncan. Just 5 on the clock. DeRozan with the ball. He's picked up by Williamson. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
I mean, if I was out there, I'd probably test anyone but Jackson Jr.
Overtime just getting started here. Just about a minute in. Now Curry. Pass to DeRozan. Here's Duncan. Defended by Jackson. Duncan, no good.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Here's Curry. And he lobs it up. Duncan, no good.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob
This guy out of here.
better than that.
How long he tried to do that to him?
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2.
Man, how much accounts you got? Let me know.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
Boy, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical 3-point cushion. What poise.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a 3-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Paul looking it over. Fires the 3. Misses the tray. And now they foul and stop the clock.
GG, man.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
Get out of here.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
And Toronto calls time here. 8 seconds left in OT. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Stop taking those dumb shots.
Definition of desperation mode right now.
Those shots are dumb, bro. Stop taking those dumb shots, bro.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
Get out of here.
So Anaheim wins it. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime.
Today's Curry Day.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Tonight, it'll be Chicago going up against Anaheim. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter.
Here we go.
And here's Anaheim now. It's James on the wing. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
And here's Anaheim now. The three from Curry. Gets the three ball to go.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Jordan with it. Here's Rose. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Got a hand on it. Pass to Smith. Now here's Wembanyama. Blocked!
The length of Oldham shows up at both ends of the floor. Outstanding defense there.
Rejected by Holmgren. They recover it. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
2 points. That one goes.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game. Pass to Wembanyama. And here's Holmgren. From deep, Jordan. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And Towns has got the ball here for Anaheim. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Curry. Over Rose. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Curry's got 5.
The ball handling of Steph is sometimes undervalued. I mean, he's much more than a shooter. This guy has mad skills as a handler.
And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Fires from deep. Smith with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Back to Wembanyama. To win the drought. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
Pass to Odom. Back to Curry. Towns for 3. Chicago with a rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Really crafty play that time by Jordan. Good decision. The defense was locked in on him, so he gave it away.
Here's Curry. Chicago making their last shot. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. On the wing, Curry. 6 to shoot. Pass to Towns. From 13 feet, down it goes.
Not much you can do to stop his J when Towns gets into the rhythm.
Here's Smith. James with the block. Outside Curry. Towns outside. Outside Curry. Back to Towns. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
An absolute beast in the pick and roll. Towns rolls off ready to score. He doesn't disappoint either.
Holmgren. Edwards pulls it in. On the wing, Curry. Here's Odom. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
outside with my gang gang. Check your gang signs if you gang gang. I be outside with my gang. I'm from the deuce to the boat. The big to 8 to 9. I'm from the deuce to the boat. The big to 8 to 9. I'm from the deuce. I be yelling out gang gang. I be outside with my gang gang.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. And so it's Anaheim ending the quarter up 10. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for Anaheim, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And stolen by Brunson. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change, and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Chicago trails by 10. This one for 3. The rebound by Malone. Here's Wade. Pass to Malone. It's hauled in by Jalen Brunson.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Here's Wade. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's James. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Chicago trails by 12. Here's Smith with the drive.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Pass to Malone. Towns, left side. Shoots from 14. And that one's long.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Basket's good.
Yeah, so smart to go to a shooter to finish the fast break. And coach has to like seeing Smith hustle to complete the play.
Outside Reeves. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it from 3. Reeves has got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Fires the 3. Malone can't get it to go. Chicago trails by 11. And it's Smith penetrating. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter. James outside. And here's Reeves outside. Now here is James. Great D that time from Holmgren. Down low. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Just such good vision from Brunson. He's able to spot a guy ready to attack.
Timeout called. Anaheim. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Now Curry. 5 points in the game. He launched that one from way outside. Curry's got 8 points.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on it.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And so here is Chicago. 11-point game. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Never gets old seeing LeBron explode off the floor like that.
Pass to Edwards. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. He's all alone. And slam dunk by James.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
To the left side wing. Now James. Check by James. Holmgren. There's the block.
Excellent defensive timing that time by Tim Duncan.
Anaheim shooting their first foul shot of the game. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
.16 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Duncan. Right side Curry. It's stolen by James. Here's Jordan. Another shot. And so it's Anaheim closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so here is Chicago. They trail by 11. Here's Rose. Up again. Oh, the timing of the putback by Chet.
And this is what Coach wants to see from homegrown. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look. And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
Here's Jordan. Oh, he cranks it down right on Anthony Edwards. Goodness.
And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's foul number 2 for him. Smith outside. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama hammers it down.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Hey, if you're going to throw a cross-court pass, you've got to be quick and accurate.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time. Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. It's good. Rose has got his first bucket in this one.
With his bounce and body control, easy to see why Rose is aggressive there.
Towns outside. Here's Odom. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for Chicago. 4-point game. Here's Jordan. It's stolen by James. In transition. Kicks it out, Towns. Stolen by Wembanyama. And here's the fast break. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, and it's Wembanyama's length that leads to the steal and gets them out and running.
Timeout called, Anaheim. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. To the inside. Towns. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Towns has got 6.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pass to Towns. Here's Malone. And it's Jordan with the rebound. On the break. For the tie. And Wembanyama lays it up and in. Give him 8 points now.
Well, to make it plain, LeBron just makes everybody around him better. Really takes a lot of pride in setting his guys up.
To the left wing. Here's Malone. On target from range.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Prime time, big time defense from Towns.
Timeout called, Anaheim. Anaheim leading by 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Odom. Outside Curry. To the wing on the left. Takes it inside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Outstanding, powerful finish that time by Lamar Odom, throwing it down.
And here's Jordan. 1 second left. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Anaheim ahead, leading by 5. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And here's Anaheim now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Reeves. Takes the 3. That shot is off. Chicago trails by 5. On up the court. Here's Smith.
Wow. Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
Pass to Edwards. And there's James from the arc. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes. They found strong offensive footing in the open court.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they generated the highest quality shots.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. The 3 from Curry. Curry rises up and hits the 3.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
Pass to Wembanyama. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
And it's rejected. Rose left side. Outside for Wembanyama. Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Curry, no good. Fast break, here we go. Here's Rose. He nails it, and we're tied.
Boy, he's an absolute blur. Derrick Rose, cat-like quickness.
Here's Malone. Outside Curry. Pass to James. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Wembanyama. It's a one-on-one situation. And he makes no mistakes. Slam dunk.
And great awareness. Holmgren's so good at reading the movement of his teammates. A very heady passer for a big man.
And here's Curry for 3. Anaheim with another miss.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Here's Jordan. Smith outside. Pass to Holmgren. It's stolen by Curry.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand. Lamar Odom terrorizing that rack with the ferocious throwdown.
Tipped. Back to Wembanyama. Odom grabs the miss. And here's Anaheim now. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Odom. Here's Edwards. There's the three. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well during the last break I heard Mike D'Antoni as he talked with the team. He was very encouraging with his guys, saying to them, we are still in this one. Don't give up right now. Get out there and let's grab this lead from them. Guys, let's see if the intensity picks up here.
And Allie, thanks.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Anaheim leading by 3. And now we'll send it over to Allie LaForce for an update on Karl Anthony Towns.
Thanks. I just talked with Anaheim's head athletic trainer. The bad news is he has a sprained ankle and they're hoping that the swelling will go down. And just like that, he's right back out there. Got some toughness. I'm sure you guys can appreciate that.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good. And that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
He doesn't waste a chance to pad their lead. It's been some solid free throw shooting. I love it. Nice activity defensively. Getting in there to disrupt the pass. I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Pass to Odom. Edwards with it. So Anaheim wins it. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so...
Did I tell you that, man? Come out, my late card just came on. You want some junk? Quit fucking playing with me, G.